Losing, but I think the second half we come out a lot bigger tempo. We dominated the game, and it really felt like we were going to get that win and it wouldn't fall to us, and yeah, thankfully I put it in the back of the net.
Would you agree Alejandro Garnacho changed the game?
Yeah, of course. I think he made a big impact. He always does that when he comes off the bench, so credit to him. He's ready, he's focused. We knew at half-time he'd bring probably a little bit more directness and pace into the team, and also Josh came on as well, and I thought he had a big impact in the game.
What about this problem? No intensity, no desire, no commitment, some were saying at half-time. Why? Why does it take, I don't know, why does it need that sort of swing near the end to get rid of that sort of start?
Yeah, I don't know. We can't really put our finger on it, otherwise we would do. We know there's talent in the team, but at the moment we're not showing it to our best of our ability. There's no doubt about that, and obviously there's a bit of confidence as well. Our record at Old Trafford has been really poor, and I think I think we lose that little bit of belief and that little bit of confidence, and it shows. It comes across as that our body language is maybe a little bit down and lethargic, but we need to win games to bring that back, and we'll do that.
What can tonight, in the manner of the victory, the Fergie time victory, do then? And of course this competition's so important. It was last year, it must be this year. Yeah,
of course it's huge for us. Where we are in the Premier League's nowhere near good enough, and we know that we're in the Europa League. We progressed in there, and we want to take this competition really serious, and we did last year. We obviously the holders, so no, we have a big responsibility to perform in this competition, and no, we look forward to the next round now.
Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Manchester United through to the fifth round. There is no VAR in the FA Cup until the fifth round. Lots of people enjoy the fact there's no VAR, but he did look very offside, didn't he? And let's be blunt.
Yeah, he was. When you look at the back, obviously this isn't the angle to see it. Right, you think the keeper could come there?
Yeah, the keeper should definitely come.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Two things. Keeper should come and punch.
But I can't understand. Look at the linesman is Roy. Look, he's bang in line with it.
The linesman is bang in line with him.
Yeah, and that's just a poor decision. We talk about VAR if it was here and it should be here, whatever. But the linesman's got to see that. He has to see that. But obviously United took full advantage of it. But I think the keeper's got to come. The last few minutes, the team are under pressure.
Yeah.
Lovely finish from
I think he
Maguire.
thought about it for a second, didn't he, the keeper? You could just see him and then he retreats.
The team are under pressure. I'd want your keeper to come. He ends up literally heads on the 6-yard box, literally on the 6-yard line.
Yeah.
I'd want my keeper to come there.
Yeah.
But United got out of jail tonight. Harry said they played really well. Garnacho and the subs obviously made a difference, and they played a lot more direct and a lot forward passes. What they should do more of. They're a much better team like that, but they rode their luck.
Yeah, Garnacho gave Manchester United that impetus and that energy that you were talking about at half-time that they didn't have in the first 45 minutes. But Gabriel's right, Harry Maguire. Why does it take them to go behind to sort of force them into doing that?
I don't know, like he said, he can't put his finger on it. I can't put my finger on it, because when you look at the players that they've got and the quality they got, I'm very surprised that Garnacho doesn't start in that game. You know, I think he done the same against Liverpool. He comes on, he can't deal with him. Comes on with a lot of it, with his pacey attacks. I thought that he should have squared one earlier on. I thought that they missed the opportunity, but...
Oh, when he shot into the side netting.
But I think it does suit him when he comes off the bench. I'm not sure you could trust him when he starts games. When he comes off the bench and they're obviously taking more gambles and his stretch, that does where he comes into his own.
But every single time he got the ball, he looked dangerous, isn't he? And that's what you want, because you say to a winger, don't you, you're not going to get past your man every time. But you keep doing it, you're going to get past
They obviously put Leicester on the back foot, and obviously they're tired, and the subs came on and they lost a bit of physicality, and that's what Garnacho does. You want to put defenders on the back foot, you want to test them. Yeah. In the first half they were coming inside, playing sideways and backwards, but they tested them and they got their rewards.
It's the ball over the top, Mark, all the time. Just like Bruno's getting it, he's just feeding it over it all the time. In the end, the right back, James, he's tired because he's worn out with it, and he's just taking him on. Like I say, he should have squared one before. But like in the main, he's
and when you're defending as a team, the whole team, when teams are playing in front of you, it's easy. Yeah. We could still play now. Yeah. But it's when they start stretching, you're running back towards your own goal. That's when you get really tested. And that's where Leicester come up short. They couldn't deal with it.
Yeah, let's have a look at the equaliser. Garnacho asking all the questions, attacking the full-back all the time. And Zirkzee, who scored the winning penalty in the penalty shootout at the Emirates in the third round, is Johnny on the spot again after Højlund gets a shot?
But how simple is this? Football, very simple, very effective. Nothing complicated. 1v1, you want players at Man United in wide position to go at players. Test them. The ball doesn't always have to be a good cross. Højlund's a little bit unlucky. Zirkzee again, two two players with a bit of physicality in the box, two strikers in there, and you know what? They got their just rewards. Leicester a little bit unlucky, but you need a bit of luck. Striker on the spot, one-touch finish, lovely.
But you get that, you know that, Ian, playing as a centre-forward, you get those sorts of chances, don't you, when you have wingers putting the ball into the box. You're going to get... The game is played so quickly, you're going to get little ricochets.
Yeah, but then what happens
you're going to make your own luck.
Yeah, but when you're playing with these inverted wingers that they have to come back on their right foot, it takes a bit of your time away. Yeah. The sooner you can get, like with that one, he got down the line, got it in the box. Sooner you can do that and get it in there, then you've got defenders on their back foot.
But you have to get bodies in the box.
Yeah.
We see Liverpool at the moment. Liverpool are getting 4, 5, 6 bodies in the box. We've seen United a couple of times, balls going in. There's 1 or 2. The fans are frustrated. Yeah. Whereas towards the end, when they're obviously losing the game and there's a bit of panic, and then they start getting bodies in there, taking gambles. To play at Man United, you've got to gamble. You've got to try and win football matches.
Leicester, it was almost a bit too easy for them up to the hour mark, wasn't it? And you were both saying, OK, there's danger. You're only 1 goal up here. They needed to go for the killer, didn't they?
Yeah, but they weren't good enough for that. No. As bad enough United were. When it's 1-0, they're still very much in the game. And Leicester were having spells where they were toying with United a little bit, but you're looking going, you need that second goal. And you never felt they had that second goal in them. And when they made the changes, I think the subs came on, they lost their way a little bit. And obviously United, with the home crowd behind them, had a bit of energy, a bit of enthusiasm, and the subs for United had a big impact, obviously.
So they got through the third round on penalties when they were down to 10 men, and Arsenal missed some great chances. They've come from a goal down here to win at the death with probably an offside goal.
Oh, their name's on the cup.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going as far as that.
Give it to them now.
Xerxes might be that FA Cup man.
But it's giving you a little, they need something to hang on to here this season. Yeah. They're getting it at the moment in the FA Cup.
Yeah, but don't be fooled either by it. You have to praise them. They're in the next round of the Cup, obviously. But if they keep performing like that, the performance itself was nowhere near good enough.
No. OK, we'll hear from Ruben Amorim after the break.
Ruben, I'm sure you've heard the expression Fergie time tonight, winning it late. Sir Alex celebrating as wildly as anyone, but you had to go right to the last minute.
Yes, we have to believe it until the end, but this game has nothing to do with the time of Fergie. I think the performance we have to do so much better with the ball, without the ball. We didn't have any energy in the beginning, especially in the first half. Then in the second half, of course, we play a little bit better with a little bit more speed, winning second balls. And then we managed to turn things around. So it was a good result, not a good performance.
Some will look at it then and go, right, OK, is it the players? Is it the system? Is it the coach?
Is everything, and the coach is the first responsible when one team doesn't perform, doesn't improve. Is the coach, but we are here to do things and to see the game, to study the game and try to improve for the next game.
Were players played out of position a bit tonight? I know you're experimenting, trying different things, but it seemed to take Garnacho coming maybe into his more normal position, maybe other players going into their more normal positions to change things.
No, I don't agree. Garnacho's changed positions sometimes with Dalot more inside than Garnacho outside, but is a thing that the small things, and if you see the game, sometimes it's just the control the ball, to have the ball, don't give the ball away in the first pressure. So it's the small things, is the big things, is everything.
Is there an expectation maybe here, especially at home, that some of the players find hard?
I think is this moment. Of course, is hard away, but especially at home. But we have to cope with that, so we'll try to do it next game.
The thing is, as well, you've shown that cup spirit, and it was vital in the last season for Manchester United going on in this competition. You still have that.
Yeah, but I don't see the things like that. I cannot focus just in saving the season or of the momentum with the cup. It's not the way I see football. It's not the way I see Manchester United. So
the FA Cup wouldn't be good enough this year for you, winning that.
It's everything. It's the performance. It's the result. I'm not thinking in the end of the season, because the final is in the end of the season. I don't care about that. I care about the moment, and the moment is not good enough. So a good result. We move forward to the next stage. We have a week to prepare, but today was not a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I think particularly if you support Manchester United, you always appreciate that he fronts up. Let's try and drill down again on why these slow starts. Is it a lack of confidence? Is it a lack of belief in the structure? Is it, let's be blunt, is it a lack of ability?
I think a bit of everything. The manager, he's obviously really frustrated. He's frustrated with the performance. And he mentioned there about having no energy. That's the bit I don't understand. Whatever about the tactics and players trying to settle in and lack of confidence and lack of goal, but you got to play with energy. I'll go back. Your starting point's got to be energy and enthusiasm, and then you take it from there. But if you've no energy, it doesn't matter what system you're playing, you won't get near anybody. He said, obviously, in possession, out of possession, like that's damning on this team, because it's well and good playing in possession, but you have to close people down. We saw Leicester were getting plenty of joy there today. A really good. We saw two bad teams out there tonight, basically. But any team with a bit more quality than Leicester obviously would have got the job done. Again, United rode their luck, and he's clearly frustrated with the performance.
You know, when you look at the way he wants to play with the 3-4-3, a lot of work has got to be from the fullbacks. I thought in the first half, with the youngster Dorgu, and then you got Dallo both on the other sides. The fact is that when you've got those players and they want to come inside and then congest is that, then you haven't got the movement in there. You haven't got the player in there who's going to come in, link the play, for maybe the wingers to get in, or from someone else to run from deep. It just feels so disconnected in what they're doing. There's no movement up there.
And you know what, Ryder, you don't see a team. No, you give them credit tonight because they obviously got the result. But you don't see a team that's gone forward. You go, listen, I see the progress. It's not great, but the signs are good. They look like
it's a moments team still, isn't it? It's been a moments team, whoever the manager is.
And there's still nowhere near enough good moments.
No.
They look like a bunch of strangers.
Let's hear from Ruud van Nistelrooy. Frustrating for him against his old club, particularly after they were leading at half-time. Here he is with Gabriel Clark.
Ruud, defeated in Fergie time, that famous phrase. Was that tough on your team tonight?
We're not defeated in Fergie time. We are defeated in offside time.
No VAR in the FA Cup until the next round.
No, but this wasn't necessary. Look, VAR you have in a couple of centimetres, couple of inches. This was half a metre, clear in line. That's a hard one to take because the team deserved the draw in the end, the extra time, stay in the game. You never know what happens. Was a very good team performance. Started really well, pressing United on the ball, very very stable. Deserved to go 1-0 up in half time. Of course, we know in the second half it's going to come some pressure on us and some chances, but not even that much. So we deserved to go into extra time and go for the battle in the extra time and maybe penalties. But decisions like these in our level are hard to swallow.
Absolutely.
I think that's called quiet fury, isn't it? Because it's clearly offside.
It's tough enough as it is, and we saw his team, especially once they got in the final third. There wasn't much they could do in respect to breaking down Man United. But when you look at how far offside he is, that does not need VAR. The linesman's right in line with it.
The linesman's on the second end of football behind.
Come on, he's right to say that it's not Fergie time. It is. It's offside time.
Shocking decision.
It's a really poor decision from him because, again, we've got to do it. That impacts him. That will impact his managerial career and what's going on because it's another game that goes down as a loss.
Sometimes they criticise the big clubs getting the decisions for them, and that's a great example of it. That was such a bad decision.
They lost 8 in the last 9 in the league, and now they've lost tonight. A minute away from extra time where anything could happen.
And that would have been a really good confidence booster for them just to get that result for them to go again. And now they've lost that, so they've got to lift themselves again because of an
we talk about
the officials.
The luck and the United needing some luck, but you got to get them big decisions right, and that's a shocking mistake.
It's slightly ironic, isn't it, with all the talk about VAR and how much people do or don't like VAR, and I think a lot don't like VAR. I take your point entirely. It should have had nothing to do with VAR, but we haven't got it this evening until the 5th round, and that goes and happens. It is slightly ironic.
But you look at that. That seems blatantly obvious for him to see, even if there's no VAR. That's his job to see down there. I don't know what his weight was. Did he think it was there, and he's think, this will get sorted out by? He obviously knew VAR's not there. He's got to do his job there.
Got to get the big calls right.
No one remembers his early round struggles if you go on and win the cup. That's the truth, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Again, we talk about a little bit of luck and getting the right decisions. United got out of jail, but they're on the back of a brilliant performance down at Arsenal. Need to do better, and then they're in the draw. And a home draw, United, with these moments,
who knows?
Who knows?
FA Cup
luck. Who knows?
Who knows? Thank you very much, gents. We'll do it all again in a few days.